Hello, my name is Gustav. I go to school at Gymnasium, and I am here today to make an analysis of Michelle Obama's speech from 2013, where she speaks on the power of education. Uh, she hosted a speech to a sophomore class at Bell Multicultural High School in Washington D.C. And I have the flu, that's why my voice is a little bit weird, but let's get straight into it. So, why does Michelle Obama hold a speech? I think she holds the speech to emphasize the importance of education, and she tries to empower individuals and enable them to achieve their goals. She um, she also discusses the role of education and what role it plays in building a strong community and fostering a sense of belonging. To have a great community, you need some well-educated people, and if you yourself is having trouble finding a purpose in life, then having a strong education is something that I think you can fall back on, and I think that's something that she thinks you can fall back on as a focus point in your life. Um, but overall, Michelle Obama's speech on the power of education is a powerful call to action, urging individuals to invest their own education and to recognize the crucial role that education plays in shaping our future uh, and and how important it is for us going forward. It's a compelling argument for the importance of education and a reminder of the transformative power of knowledge and learning. Like she's talking about how important it is to educate yourself, to be a educated individual, so you can take part in different parts of society and yeah, and just overall have an idea of what's going on around the world. I've also been wondering, why does she hold a speech here? And I think it's pretty clear that she's holding, as I said earlier, at a high school. She's holding a speech at a high school for sophomores, and it's of course because she's talking about the power of education. And when you talk about education, then you want to talk to somebody who's on their way to getting educated. And I think if she was to be talking to or holding a speech in front of college students, then it would be a bit more of a waste than high school students, because in college you already know which education you want. You're already on track, and not everybody is on college. But in high school, pretty much everyone is still there, except for maybe some dropouts. Um, but in high school, I think a lot of students don't have the motivation to keep going, and then I think so that's why I think she chose to hold a speech at high school, because that's where the motivation is needed the most. Um, I want to talk a little bit about how Michelle Obama communicates her points and rich rhetorical techniques she makes use of. So let's just get into it. Um, in in uh, in Michelle Obama's in the speech Michelle Obama holds, she uses a range of rhetorical features to persuade her audience of the importance of education. One of the main rhetorical devices she uses is repetition. For example, she repeats the phrase "education is the foundation upon which we build our future" several times throughout the speech, and I think this is a really good way to really implant that sentence in their brains and make sure that they remember that education is the foundation upon which we build our future. And of course, then she goes to explain what she means by this sentence. But I think repeating it a lot of times makes the audience take notice of it. Also, a linguistic feature she uses is calling them guys, like saying hello guys, or just in general referring to them as guys. And I think this makes her more relatable. It makes her look more as one of them, because guys is usually a word you would use around your friends, or yeah, I think it's a word you use around your friends, like what's up guys. So her using it, uh, being the woman that she is, I think it really shows that she can relate to them, and that they shouldn't be afraid to relate to her either, and that they're more at eye level than what they think, if that makes sense. lastly, I want to talk about a rhetorical feature she uses, which is asking them questions, like keeping them on their toes. By them, I mean the audience. She keeps asking them questions like she asks, "What is it that allows us to walk through the golden door of opportunity?" It's education. So I know she answers the question herself, but by asking the questions to the audience, she makes sure that they're still awake and um, uh, they're still listening and thinking about what she's saying. So if we were to round off my analysis or my presentation and ask ourselves the question, what did I get out of it? Then I think what you got out of it, and what I got out of it was getting a better understanding of why she used certain rhetorical features, and I think we got a better understanding for what she meant in the speech and why she held the speech, and where she held the speech. So yeah, thank you for listening.